So 2 weeks ago, discontinued.
If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the week.
Anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000.
1675 GMT.
I think all three of us actually prefer the rubber, but to find one with some stickers on and completely unworn, it's quite rare.
If you walked into the shop today, I would offer...
Oh God, yeah, John, any ideas? Might be a Hublot. No, it's a Tudor.
Years ago, you didn't think of the value of these watches. I used to buy these watches for £1,200, £1,300.
A discontinued steel watch, or would you prefer to pay the extra and get a full 18 karat yellow gold watch?
Couple of new arrivals just come in today. I haven't got a clue what this is, but it looks like a hublet. Let's have a look. Ah, it is a hublet. Little hublet yoke. Skeleton hublet. Shoot you, Josh. It's on consignment, John.
So is that a Big Bang or Classic Fusion?
Chancy yoke, that's what it is.
Well, it looks like it's in very good condition. John, what's the situation with this one?
So it's a hublot, and it's French for porthole, like a window on a boat.
Is that why they've got the window on it? I see.
Not a hublet.
How much will that one be for sale for?
I've got no idea, mate. I'll have to have a look.
Not sure at this
I'll
moment.
get back to you.
The only other thing though, Hubler's boxes, Amiga boxes, they don't wear very well. Look at this thing at the cushion, they just fall apart.
Yeah, it's like a synthetic leather, isn't it?
The Rolex box, that's always strong. These are just look, flaky. Like John, flaky. What else have I got there? Right, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the week. Let's have a look what's in here. Moving swiftly on, when we do Hublet on. Oh God, yeah, John, any ideas? Might be a Hublot. No, it's a Tudor. Of a Tudor, if you're from Newcastle. And this one, oh dear.
Tudor Pro.
Tudor Pro, pre-sold, in and out, no messing about. Actually fully stickered this one. So this is like the Explorer type of the Rolex, the Tudor range, isn't it?
Definitely inspired by the old Explorer 2.
Yeah,
Steve
that's what it's
McQueen.
like the Steve McQueen. This one's a 2022. The model number is a 79470. I knew that off the top of my head. And that's it there, fully stickered. Even with the barcode sticker, just like a Rolex, you do get them with the barcode sticker on. So we've got the Tudor, and we've got the pot holder, window hole, the Hublot.
The French window hole.
The French window hole. Bon voyage.
How are you doing?
Alright, good.
Okay.
Aye.
So, was it yours then, or did you buy it? Or?
It's on behalf of someone else.
With big bracelets next to it.
So it's an old one.
I'll leave it with you.
She said 69.
So it's got links,
It's
which again is unusual because they're not like links that you can just pop in, but
See you next few days.
still good that you've got them because it'd be impossible to get. Did you have an idea how much you want? So
That's what I was hoping you'd be able
let
to
me have a look
advise
now
me.
to see what it is and see how old it is. And it says 1969 from ones beginning with 206 and ending in 229. So this is 230. So it's 6970, about that. Would be difficult to say exactly. Looking at Oyster World here, the number's actually between the 69 number and the 1970, so it could be either. So I don't think either's wrong.
If it's 69, the Hendo might bid on it.
Yeah. Nah, I think you like it anyway because of the old bracelet and that. Is the person looking to sell it, or were they just...
Yeah, they're looking to sell it.
It's a Datejust 36mm, full steel. Original diamond dot dial.
And it's a silver dial.
Silver dial, yeah, and it's got quite an old style bracelet where
Yeah, it's like a
it doesn't have
folded link.
removable links.
So when you look for a watch like that online, do you find a lot of results, or?
For Rolex 1601, there's 1,760. There's a lot that are like 16013, 16014. This one's just a 1601, so they'd probably come up as well. Yeah, so they're advertised anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000. You don't see a lot of them with the diamond dial of that age.
I noticed that.
I could probably do with Hendo having a good look at it, but I think if I was buying it, I would pay about 2,500. I think if you let me sell it, get between 3 and 3.5.
Right.
What I would say as well, a watch of that value, they always sell quick. It's a gents or a ladies in that size.
I'll let you sell it.
Right, well, that's the best bet. What I'll do as well, I'll get Hendo to have a proper look at it, inside and out, and then I'll have a chat with you about what he recommends. It's aged very well. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a 50-year-old watch. I think if you look at the new ones now, apart from the clasp, they're not a great deal different, are they? So I've just took a watch on consignment of a gentleman. It's a Datejust 36. It's a lot older than the majority of the ones that we see. It's in very good condition. It's got links that they're not removable, so I don't know if you can see there, but
Yeah, I got some B-roll of it before.
yeah,
but
it needs to be done in the workshop. I'm going to get Hendo to have a proper look at it. Like, for example, it's got spare links there that are tapered, and if you look from there to there, when they were removed, you probably should have took 2 out of each side, top and bottom, but instead somebody's took 3 out there.
Yeah.
So probably need to be put back in properly, serviced and polished, and we'll be selling it. I will advertise it for 3,950. It's a good birth year watch, and I think it makes a gents and a ladies watch with the diamond dial, and I just think it's a nice little watch that's aged well.
Good morning, Harry. So, we have talked recently about an exceptional transitional 1675 last week, and I've got the polar opposite. Purchased it yesterday from a lady, and it is the same watch. It's a 1675 1972 steel and gold GMT. We'll do this first. Obviously, this watch is very, very heavily worn. The bezel has, yes, ghosted. This watch, lady said yesterday that it's been in a drawer. It was her husband's, who sadly passed away 25 years ago. It's been in the drawer 25 years. One of the links has jumped out because it's a folded link. So, yes, I was going to whack it straight on my wrist, and it would be me wearer for the next couple of days, but that would be dangerous. This is got me stumped. I normally know exactly what I'm going to do with a watch. I'm going to get it in, I'm going to service it, I'm going to refurb it, I'm going to get it advertised and get it sold straight away. You know, if it was 1969, I'd probably keep it, but this is 1972. One of the things we've discussed this morning is that it's a 14 karat gold bracelet, which is how they all went to the US. The beauty of this watch is 1972 is the nipple dial. It has the lollipop second hand. It's totally and utterly original. The case is so sharp. It's incredible that the bracelet's worn and the bezel's the way it is.
So how has the bezel got like that?
Well, the lady says that they took it somewhere to have it serviced and it came back like that.
So we think that maybe it went in an ultrasonic.
Might have gone in a sonic, which is a shame, but 25 years ago, you know, you didn't think of the value of these watches. I used to buy these watches for £1,200, £1,300. Nobody wanted the Rootbeer.
Right.
Nobody. It was the ugly duckling. Everybody wanted a Pepsi in steel.
How much would that have been retail approximately at the time?
1972 probably would be about £500-600.
Right.
This watch was made famous by, I was going to do the and for anybody my age knows that that's from a Sergio Leone classic western with Clint Eastwood in. It's a fun fact that I've just learned from Harry about 5 minutes ago. That's why I'm laughing so much. Give me your opinion. Would you like to purchase this watch the way it is? Would you like me to lovingly restore it? I've already sourced a bracelet which is in like new condition, and I've found 3 bezel inserts. This one is all one colour.
Right.
This bezel is original, and it would be dark brown at the top and gold at the bottom.
Can we talk about then some of the differences between the two watches? Obviously one is a two-tone watch.
Yeah. And
one is a full gold.
This one obviously 18 karat gold, but no crown guards.
Yeah.
So it's really a 6542 GMT, but this is transitional. So it's got, and something that I've just learned, and I am corrected, I called it Concord hands. After doing a little bit of research, these hands are alpha hands. The Concord thing comes from the watch being advertised in the early days of Concord, as in you would fly to New York on Concord and this would be the watch that you'd be wearing. If you were wealthy enough to fly Concord, you didn't have a 1675 steel Pepsi on, you had one of these on. Now again, we've talked about this previously. This watch could have been supplied on a bracelet. Never going to be able to find out. Never going to know unless you're the first owner. This is a matte dial. This is a sparkly, glossy dial.
Yeah, it's like a sunray finish.
The thing that I'm going to talk about with this is it's just such a pretty watch. It is gorgeous.
Yeah, the condition on that one is impeccable, isn't it?
It's impeccable. This is one of the prettiest, one of the best watches that have been through the door at Watchtrader Co. You never know. I could end up making this as beautiful. I literally don't know what to do. The feature of it is the nipple dial. It's got a slight knock on the crystal, so the crystal hasn't broken, but it could do with replacing. I don't know. I'm going to ponder over the next couple of days. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the workshop and just sort that link out, because it is going to fall apart.
Now, not to put you on the spot, but let's say you replace the bezel on that, you replace the strap, okay? It's looking great. How much do you think a watch like that would retail for?
This watch has no box and papers. If it had box and papers in tip-top condition, 18,000 pounds.
Okay.
I think reasonable price for this watch in this condition would be around about 12,000 pounds. The bracelet and the bezel are a very expensive thing to purchase.
Got you.
The more I look at it, the more I'm liking the ghost bezel. The more I look at it, the more I like it the way it is.
Yeah, so my customer has came down. Very good customer of ours, good friend. Take a look at this. This is a Milgauss, so it's a 116400 GV. This is freshly discontinued. I don't know if you know, or did you know?
Just found out, yeah.
So 2 weeks ago discontinued. This example is a 2022, but it's still got some of the stickers on, so it's been
that's last of the last.
Yeah, so this is literally one of the last of the last. Well, you could have got a 2023, but it would have been quite rare. But to find one with some stickers on and completely unworn, it's quite a rare watch to have, so I'm going to take a look, see what you think.
I believe that's the only Rolex watch as well that comes with the green glass.
Yeah, it is. So the Milgauss is the only one with the green glass, so you'll see that. So it's got you can obviously get it with the dark dial, which is almost like a slate dial, but my favourite's obviously the blue. I feel like if you get the Milgauss, you have to get the blue dial.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's a nice watch, isn't it? I've been watching them for a while, tracked them for a while, but...
and the market's always steadily increased over time as well with the Milgauss. It's never went crazy. So when the market has corrected the past 8 to 12 months, it's not something that dipped massively, because it's just gradually continued to go up.
So never having bought a discontinued watch before, what would you forecast for this be? You think there's going to be...
With this, it didn't necessarily skyrocket, it just gradually increased, probably 1 to 2k over the past couple of weeks, obviously with it being discontinued. But I think with a watch being discontinued, everyone wants what they can't have. So especially something as special as this, because I don't think they'll make another Rolex with a green glass again. Or anytime soon anyway.
There currently isn't one in the collection now.
Exactly.
We don't know if we'll see a revised Milgauss in the future, but that dial is particularly unique. They call it the Z Blue or Z Blue dial, depending on where you are, and it's a unique colour, and then it's got the very special seconds hands as well.
It's almost like a lightning bolt.
Which has the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
This was originally like the scientist's watch, as it
Yeah, I heard
its
that.
name.
Well, I like it because it is a nice watch, and who wouldn't? So yes, maybe we can do a deal then, Josh.
No problem at all. So I think, John, we discussed the price is going to be, I think it's over 13 on the website, but we can do 12.5. If you're happy with that, that's fine. And then you've got both of your swing tags, as always. It's always a full set, so everything with it. If you look at here, so the case, you've got both case stickers here and around there. The only sticker it doesn't have is the barcode.
Right.
But if you turn it around, you've got the clasp sticker, which is usually the main one that people look
Is
for
it?
with the case. The barcode, it's a sticker that they always seem to take off, and if they do leave any stickers on, they leave the rest on. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if it's specific to giving the sticker back to Rolex, I've heard, or the specific AD, because I'm guessing the QR code has something to do with the exact watch. But that one always seems to be off. But
And fit-wise?
Fit-wise, I would probably say maybe take a link out or just the extension, but it's entirely up to you.
I think you're right.
It looks a little
so
bit
that's something of course you could do.
Yeah, we can do that for you. And what's the piece that you're wearing today? This new, is this a 118238?
I don't know.
I think it is anyway. So I think it's a 118238. What year is it?
1995.
1995, yeah, it will be. 118238. So this is a 36mm yellow gold presidential.
95. The bezel on that is so sharp. I can see it.
I don't know if you
from
can see it close up.
I'll get a shot in a sec because it's focused on
It's
your
a
face.
very, very clean watch. How long have you owned that for?
Less than a year.
Less than a year.
Yeah.
And how much did you give for that, if you don't mind?
14.
14, good price. With boxing papers?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good price.
Yeah, for an example, like
I think, yeah, so if you compare this to like a modern market, well, even compared to the Milgauss, what's that, like 2 and a bit grand difference, £1,500 difference, so you're getting a discontinued steel watch, or would you prefer to pay the extra and get a full 18 karat yellow gold watch?
And that's a 36, so a 36
mil.
Say like a 2023 watch, well, how much are you looking at?
I think retail now is like 25k
right,
for a 36mm retail price, so you're looking around that on the grey market. So value for money, in considering how sharp that is. It's a very good buy. And if you look at the bracelet as well, there's very minimal stretch in the bracelet, which is obviously what you look for when you're buying all the presidentials. Do you wear it often or not?
Not really.
Yeah.
But I do like it.
To be honest, that's a good buy.
Yeah, it's good news then.
But yeah, I'll take a link out of this and then we'll see what is happening.
All links, etc. And I wanted to know, before I pull the trigger on it, how much I could be offered if I was to sell it back into the trade. I mean, of course, I know you can't tell me what the price would be in 6 or 12 months' time, so I thought I'd ask how much you would offer in today's market.
What's the price of the watch?
I'm currently looking at potentially around 13k.
For a 2017 Batman?
Yeah.
It's not a bad price. I think if you walked into the shop today, I would offer to return £12,000 on consignment, and it's a watch that we probably sell 3 or 4 a month. There's always going to be a difference between the trade price we will buy a watch at and the retail price that you will buy it from somewhere else. So I don't think that's a bad price at all. I think it's fair. And obviously, just make sure it has everything with it. Make sure you're buying it from a reputable source and that it's in good condition. But yeah, it's not a bad price at all.
Okay. All right, well, that's really helpful. Like I said, I just thought I'd give you a call for a little bit of advice. Okay, if you were to sell it, how much would you guys be looking to advertise it for?
Probably around the £14,000 mark. It would all just depend on how much it costs and how we've bought it. Like if we bought it outright, then there might be some sort of margin for negotiation. If we were selling the watch on behalf of somebody else, there'd be then less of a margin. But I think I would advertise it for $13,950, maybe $13,750. We've sold 2 in the last week, probably for around the 13,500 mark. So I think you buy them on a 13,000 is good value.
Okay, fair enough. And I mean, how are things moving at the moment? You know, are things slowing down? Because I have to admit, I love the fact that you guys put some fairly attractive prices on your Instagram stories, which I really appreciate. But I mean, how is the market at the moment? Are people still pulling the trigger on these sort of purchases, or is it becoming a little bit tougher, shall we say, for you guys?
I think with watches under the price point of 25,000, we're selling as many as we always did. Obviously, at a lower price point, I think watches above that figure, we're probably selling less than we were. In volume wise, we're probably buying and selling as many watches as we always did, just probably at a lower price point.
Okay, all right. Well, look, I really appreciate you taking the time to give me some advice. I'll be sure to keep you in mind if I do pull the trigger on it, and maybe we can do some business in the future.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome to call back at any time. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Bye
thanks
now.
a lot. Much appreciated.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay guys, so I'm going to run through some of the new stock that has landed in the past couple of days, going over the past weekend and obviously coming in this week. So I'll start off here. So we've got a Omega C Master. This is on the rubber strap. This is a new model. This is a 2020 watch. And beside it, we've actually got the full bracelet version. So it's the exact same model, same movement, same everything, apart from this is on the rubber and this is on the steel bracelet. Price comparison is £1,000 between the two. So this comes as rubber strap only, box and papers, and this comes on obviously on the steel bracelet strap with box and papers also. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. We've had a little discussion in the office today, and I think all 3 of us actually prefer the rubber version, but that's just our opinion. Obviously, you'll choose what you like. So those are both in stock. Moving up, we've got two Datejust 41s, this one being the 126-300 smooth on the oyster bracelet, polished center links. This is with the mint green dial. We've also got the 126-334. This is on a blue baton dial with the Jubilee bracelet, and of course the fluted bezel. Again, a little price comparison. So there's about £1,000 between these two watches, which actually just shows the power of having a pretty hyped up dial and obviously a stunning dial, which is the mint green. This is of course a higher retail price. It's obviously got the white gold fluted bezel, but because the dial isn't necessarily the hottest or most in demand dial, it makes the price difference actually quite narrow. So for a smooth bezel normal blue pointer Datejust 41, you're probably looking around 8,500, but because it's got the mint green dial in it, it's obviously a little bit extra, so that's 10,000, and this is 11,000 with the plain blue baton dial, obviously Jubilee fluted bezel. I'm not sure which I prefer personally. I think the smooth does look quite clean on the wrist without the fluted bezel, but I would probably go for this dial over the blue. Again, let us know what you think in the comments. Moving on, we've got two Submariner dates. So on my right we have a 126610 LN, plain black ceramic, absolute classic. And then on the left we've got the 126610 LV. This is the Starbucks, this is the first generation of the Starbucks. If you did see it in Watches and Wonders last week, you would have seen that the Starbucks has been re-released, but it's got a slightly brighter bezel, is that correct, Harry?
Yeah.
A slightly brighter bezel, so it's a little bit more of a lighter green. This is a 2020 and this is a 2023. Price comparison between these two is £1,000. The black ceramic 2023 is coming in at 12,500, and then the Starbucks, which is obviously massively hyped and massively in demand, this is 13,500. So the gap between the two isn't actually massive. If this was a 2023, it probably would be around £1,500 to £2,000 more than the 2020. But I think if you're looking for obviously a Submariner and you're looking for something that maybe is a little bit more special than the black and you want a little bit of pop of colour, this is a really good option, especially with the prices at the moment. So this is a Breitling Chronomat. This is a ladies watch. This is actually a 32mm, which actually doesn't look too small. So I know a lot of ladies will wear bigger watches now, but I think this is actually pretty cool. Got a silver dial with rose gold accents. This is coming in at 3,250. This is 2020 with box and papers, full set. And then moving on to another ladies watch, we've got a 31mm Tiffany blue, the massively in demand and popular dial, 31mm 277-200. This is an OP31. This has actually got full stickers on, so it's a 2023 watch with every single sticker intact. So this is going on for 7,250. That's with box and papers. Yeah, so next up we have two Patek Philippe's. On my right we have a Nautilus. This is a 5726/1A with the blue dial. This is a moon phase. And then on the left we have a totally different watch. This is a Patek Calatrava. This is a full precious metal watch with the leather strap. In terms of market and valuations, something like this is going to be fetching around double retail price off the £45,000 mark that it currently is listed at. And then this is a Calatrava. So in terms of value in the market, this is actually fetching just under retail price. So retail price currently for a new model is around 32,000, and we are selling this model unworn with box and papers for around 26,000. So you see the difference in value. So something like this Nautilus is actually fetching double retail price, and that's just totally based off obviously supply and demand. The amount of Nautiluses made per year as opposed to something like a Calatrava is obviously a big difference. And also the fact that this watch 12 months ago was probably 160 to 170. So in terms of today's market, it seems a very good buy if you compare it to the market around 8 to 12 months ago. And again, it's absolutely stunning. I would actually choose this over a 5980, which is obviously also a discontinued model. This isn't yet to discontinued, but there is talks that it could probably be discontinued next off the Nautilus range. And then last but not least, off the new arrivals, we have a Rolex. This is a GMT-Master 2 126710 BLNR. This is a classic, so this is a Jubilee. They call it the Batgirl, which I don't like to say because I feel like it puts people off buying the watch.
You could call it the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, you could call it the Bruce Wayne. That's a little bit cooler than Batgirl. So this is a Jubilee strap. This is an unworn 2020 model, and we're going to be asking 14,250 for this. So this is complete set with box and papers. So these are flying out at the moment, very hot. And then I'll just quickly show you some of the watches that have came back from our workshop today also. So they've just been freshly refurbished. Some have been obviously a light refurb and some needed maybe a little bit more attention. So starting off, we've got a 116503 white dial, steel and gold, Great watch, and a great watch at the price point that it is now, because it's now fetching under 20k, whereas about 8 to 12 months ago again it was fetching over 20, and that's coming in at around 18,000. Unworn pretty much as new condition. Obviously it is polished, but it is like brand new now. And then we've got a two-tone 126/711 CHNR, the Rootbeer, steel and rose gold, black and brown ceramic bezel. Another very hot watch. I'm actually wearing one right now. This is a little bit more scratched up, maybe it needs a polish. And these are coming out at around 17,000 for unworn models. And then another pretty cool watch, we've got a Datejust 41 126/300. Very similar actually to this one, apart from you'll see obviously the main difference is the strap, but another difference is actually the dial itself. This is a mint green motif, whereas this is just a plain mint green. Let us know again what you think in the comments below. This dial's very rare. This is a really hot watch, and this will be going around 1,500 to 1,250 more than the plain mint green. I love this dial. They also do it in a blue, and I think that's everything for the motif side of dials.
Steel.
Yeah, so
Because
steel.
rose, you can get a silver motif.
Yeah, you can get like a grey.
In
Yeah,
gold, you
silver.
get a gold motif.
Yeah, exactly. So Harry's in man. So a 126333 will come with a yellow motif, and then a 126334 will come with a grey motif. If you are looking for a Datejust 41, I would probably go for a dial like something like this that you'd probably think might discontinue, or it might not be around forever. That's all the new models from this week. Lovely.